Two things go hand in hand with Transformers: retools and repaints. It's the name of the game. Retools can be ever so minor or ever so transformative, and repaints being pretty straightforward. However, what I'm talking about today is the midpoint between retools and repaints: head swaps. Runabout and Runamuck are the alien robot equivalent of Tweedledee and Tweedledum. It's crazy how sought after these two became. Runamuck won a fan vote over Gnaw, Shrapnel, and Needle Nose. Runabout was made because it's an easy repaint, but with a small caveat of Target exclusivity. After handling both, they're okay at best. Anyway, I'm into these guys. No shocker. Having two guys for grunt work is the epitome of a glub shitto, especially if you're not a G1er. I mean, look at the body type the Devastation grunts have. These numbnuts come from Earthrise, the most jumbled of messes. Weird exclusives, great and okay figures, and the worst of the worst. Their sculpting is that greebling that I hold so close to my heart. You would think that Runabout would wash away all the details, but you can see them as clear as Runamuck. Their crotches look like that one-face Mira makes. You're welcome. The head sculpts are pretty good. They have different heads that are as accurate as possible to their cartoon appearance. Kinda wish one of them had a visor like the G1 toy. The paint choices are very questionable, specifically on Runamuck. Why did they paint his white forearms, shins, and feet white? Then in car mode, gold is randomly introduced. I know he's supposed to have gold in the car mode, but some more in the robot mode would actually help him tenfold. Also, where's all the orange? Orange, you glad you done got orange? Runabout has no unnecessary paint on his limbs thanks to the tried and true black convoy effect, cause damn, those red stripes are super fucking clean, especially on the robot shins. The articulation is substandard. They articulate the same as anybody, with some missing points like no wrist swivels, almost 90 knees unless you fake it, and the legs don't go all the way back. They have the trigger-happy hot rod shoulders, but it's not as egregious, sorta. These aren't issues to me because you could still achieve all the poses you'd want out of these goons. No, not that one. Runabout and Runamuck's accessories are these little blaster pistols. My question is, why does Runabout come with two and Runamuck just one? Did they need to have the second blaster exclusive to Runabout to justify his exclusivity? The world may never know. I guess it's one way to differentiate them besides the obvious. They are also Blast Effect compatible and they're persons too. The transformation is very easy to understand. Before I had these two, I heard from many that their transformations were not good, but they're fine. Typical car Transformers action. I like how the legs come together doing a Combiner Wars dead end capped off with a foot panel to cover it. Runabout and Runamuck as cars give completely different vibes. Runabout is this dark, sexy, vampiric car that all the goth girls and I would ride in with that pretty lush red translucent clear plastic compared to Runamuck, who is my mom's car in 2005. So I guess the vibe is homely, nostalgic, liminal, I don't fucking... something, one of those. The more I play with these two, the more I feel like they might get the retro car treatment with solid windows over the clear ones with toy accurate heads, but they would practically be the same as the Earthrise ones, just they didn't forget their Vaporwave sunglasses and Runamuck ate a shit ton of carrots. Runabout and Runamuck are okay at best, and they aren't offensive to me as a collector. Besides the price I paid for Runabout on my local comic shop, but I mean, I was supporting one of my favorite spots, so I'm not too mad about it. What I am mad is the artificial scarcity that came with this guy, because he was meant to complete a set. Just like with the Conehead, so actually it's Hasbro's fault. I don't know if I recommend these two considering their demand, although you could probably find Runamuck for decent prices since he was reissued recently. Also, because of that, I have no idea if mine's in a reissue or an original copy from Earthrise. I guess the telltale sign would be that he'd be more yellowed if he was an original copy, but I honestly don't know. For all I know, they could be exactly the same. Heading down the rumor mill, it says that Runabout will also get a reissue as well, but between the two, he actually deserves one, in my opinion, because way back when he came out in like 2021, 2020, I don't remember. I never saw this guy once. I only saw Thrust, and then never again. So it really goes to show how shitty of a situation this guy got himself in. When I was writing this video, for some reason, I kept confusing these two with Pounce and Wingspan as the ones that interact with Punch Counter Punch's only significant moment in the G1 cartoon in the final episode's Rebirth. But it's probably because of the Earthrise repack with Barricade, and these two being in Earthrise, and Earthrise is just such a weird time. This has been Offhand Reviews, the most unprofessional show. I'll see you next time, whenever it may be, because making videos is an interesting hobby.